Hello everyone. Welcome to Review TV. Today, we will explore the most spectacular and majestic sights on the planet, erupting volcanoes. Are you ready to witness the incredible power of nature? Join us on this journey now. Today's video is a compilation of real and breathtaking moments of many volcanoes around the world. From red-hot lava flows to giant columns of ash, we will share interesting things. From the science behind this phenomenon to the fascinating stories surrounding it. Wow! Look at that lava! It looks like a fire devil's buffet. Anyone who dares to get close will definitely be roasted in a flash. The lava flows down like a red river. But don't be foolish enough to jump in and swim. There's no turning back. If there were an Oscar for natural performances, volcanoes would definitely be the #1 candidate. This eruption is truly the pinnacle of drama. Did you notice? The column of smoke is rising high into the sky. It looks like someone is cooking a giant barbecue on a planetary scale. If this kind of smoke and dust were to fly into the city, everyone would definitely have a good reason to stay home and work online. But don't underestimate it. Volcanic smoke isn't just normal smoke. It's full of sulfur dioxide, which when mixed with water creates acid, which is no fun. That red lava is actually magma from underground that has been forced up by super pressure. The Earth is farting, guys. And this farting is not pleasant at all. Did you know that the lava flow speed can reach 30 to 40 kilometers per hour? If you want to race against it, remember to wear good sneakers. But rest assured, it's still hard to win. Did anyone see the rocks being thrown up like fireworks? This is the Earth's way of saying, I'm alive. Look closely. Those lava rocks are shooting up. If you're standing nearby, make sure to run and pray at the same time. Luckily, we're watching on screen. Just imagine standing close and feeling the heat. It's definitely an experience you'll remember for the rest of your life, or never again. If this were a sci-fi movie, this volcano would be the headquarters of a giant monster that is about to appear. But in fact, the biggest monster here is nature. Have you ever thought that these lava flows are like a kind of art of the Earth? It looks like the Earth is painting a giant picture with fire and rocks. Looking at this scene, I feel sorry for the animals living near the volcano. They must be packing up and running away like in a cartoon. The trees here are really pitiful, being both heated and burned. However, it is the ash and rocks after the eruption that help them grow back greener in the future. It's a real cycle. I bet that if someone accidentally broke a gas tank, it wouldn't be as spectacular as this eruption. Looking at this scene, I suddenly thought, do volcanoes know how to save energy? It's such a waste to erupt like this. How much heat is released? You definitely don't want to be a neighbor of this volcano. Every time it gets angry, you have to pack your suitcase immediately. Looking at the lava flows, I feel both scared and fascinated. Maybe this is the balance of nature, both breathtakingly beautiful and so scary that I don't dare to get close. And this is just one of the many volcanoes we will explore in this video. What do you think? Too beautiful or too dangerous? Don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments section. Imagine waking up in the morning and opening the door to see a volcano erupting right next to your house. You won't need a cup of coffee to wake up. People living nearby are really brave. They live near a giant pressure cooker and are always ready to check out at any time. When a volcano erupts, what is the first thing people do? Run for their lives. Leave your house and vehicles behind. Just bring your phone to post a story, run from the volcano. Some locals are so used to volcanoes that they don't even rush to evacuate. They say, this volcano is familiar. Let's just have a little fun. But what do you think? Is it really fun? Some people even use volcanic ash to make fertilizer for crops. In fact, volcanoes are not only destroyers, but also close friends of farmers in some places. Think of the animals living near volcanoes. They're probably running an evacuation marathon, not knowing where they're going. Birds have it easy. Just fly up. But turtles are probably complaining because they can't run fast enough. If animals had social media, there would definitely be a trending video, "How I survived a volcanic eruption." You know. Although volcanoes destroy everything in their reach, they also bring about rebirth. Volcanic ash is rich in minerals, making the land more fertile. It's like fire dies, life grows. It's hard to believe that some of the world's most lush forests grow on land that was once burned by volcanoes. Volcanoes are like, I destroy, but I'll make it better. You know. In many places around the world, volcanoes are considered sacred. People believe that they are where the gods reside. Every time they erupt, the gods are angry. There are volcanoes like Mount Etna in Italy or Mount Fuji in Japan, which are not only natural symbols but also national pride. But surely no one wants their symbol to spit fire every day. Volcanic eruptions are like, I told you not to tease me. The Earth also needs its own space to fart. Guys, every time a volcano erupts, volcano tourism becomes hot. There are some adventure enthusiasts who book a flight as soon as they hear about a volcano eruption. But remember, no one is foolish enough to take a selfie with an erupting volcano. You don't want your last photo to look like that. What do you think about people living near volcanoes? Should we completely move away or continue to face the risks to take advantage of the benefits that volcanoes bring? In the future, will technology help us control volcanoes? Will we one day have a pause button for volcanoes like in sci-fi movies? Watching volcanoes erupt, I feel both awe at the power of nature and grateful that we have the opportunity to admire one of the most unique wonders on this planet. Nature is like that, both a friend and a challenge. So what do you think? If you had the chance, would you want to live near a volcano? Share in the comments. Imagine you're standing just 1 kilometer away from an erupting volcano. The air is hot. The smoke is thick. And the rumble is like the sky is collapsing. What would you do? Run or stop and film a TikTok? If you were in this situation, what would you bring? A phone to film? Or snacks to munch on while running to relieve anxiety? I bet if you stood there, without anyone telling you, you would be the fastest runner in your life. But you probably wouldn't be able to run because the road is full of molten lava. Have any of you thought about making a vlog about a volcanic eruption? Let me tell you. The title would be The Last Trip and My Biggest Regret. How do you feel when you watch these scenes? Excited? Amazed? Or worried that the Earth will really get angry one day? Share your feelings in the comments. Who knows? Maybe you've seen a volcano erupt in real life. We'd love to hear your story. Have you ever thought about what a volcano would say if it could talk? It might say, "Stop teasing me," or "I'm so tired. I need to blow off some steam." If there was a dish that you think would go well with this scene, what would it be? Pizza baked in lava? Or a super spicy hot pot right on the volcano's mouth? Looking at the lava flow, I think if I lived nearby, I would probably sell tickets for a Visit the Mouth of Hell tour. Who doesn't know this would think this is a sci-fi movie? But no, this is real life. And real life is much scarier. If there was a talent show for nature, the volcano would definitely win first place in the category of destroying the stage. Looking at these scenes, I realized that nature is truly unpredictable. It is beautiful. It is fierce. And it also reminds us how small we are on this planet. These volcanoes are a testament to the great power of the Earth. We can build cities, explore the universe, but in front of nature, we are just guests. What do you think about the day when humans can control volcanoes? Could we then turn lava into energy? A clean energy but extremely hot. Or would you like to join a space tour to see volcanoes from afar? On the Moon or Mars, for example. Certainly without the smoke to make your eyes sting. Look! The lava flows glow like giant red silk, stretching across the surface of the Earth. Who would have thought that nature could paint such powerful and enchanting pictures? Each volcano is like a mysterious artist. Just one eruption creates a series of sculptures from rock and ash. It is truly the pinnacle of creativity, but also full of surprises. Have you ever thought that the lava flows are like the blood flowing in the veins of the Earth? The Earth also has emotions. And when it bleeds, it is definitely because we have done something bad. If volcanoes could talk, they would definitely tell stories that you don't want to hear at night. They are all terrifying explosions, but full of emotions. This lava is definitely not something you want to pour into your bathtub. It's warm, but you only get to bathe in it once in your life. For those of you wondering how hot lava is, I'll tell you straight away, hotter than any love story you've ever had. This lava would be a dessert for a fire devil if it were made into a fondue. You know, a major eruption could change the global climate. The ash clouds could block out the sun, causing temperatures to drop. Who needs air conditioning when you have volcanoes? In 1815, the eruption of Mount Tambora was so big that the world called it the year without a summer. The ancients must have missed the sun. They say, don't live near a volcano. But in reality, millions of people still choose to live there. They are brave people, or very good at saving money on rent. If you live near a volcano, the most important thing is to practice your running skills. Run so that you can beat the lava. And remember not to do anything to anger the volcano, like littering the crater. Don't be foolish enough to challenge the Earth. You won't like the results. Looking at these volcanoes, I only think of movies like Pompeii or Lord of the Rings. It's true that volcanoes are always the backdrop for epic and disaster stories. If you've ever played Minecraft, you'll definitely understand the feeling of standing near lava. But remember, this is not a game, and you can't revive. Volcanoes are both destroyers and creators. They destroy everything, but then create new islands, fertile lands. Life is truly two-sided. Like us humans, volcanoes have times of peace and times of rage. The important thing is to understand and respect the power of nature, as well as your own emotions. Would you like to try living near a volcano? Leave a comment and tell us. Would you dare to risk living in such majestic nature? If you had to choose between living near a volcano or traveling to Mars, which would you choose? Share in the comments. I'm very curious. Have you ever wondered what a volcano is but a giant pressure cooker of the Earth? In fact, it's not just a place where fire erupts. It's also nature's storyteller. Get ready, because in this episode, we're going to explore the weird, funny, and unbelievable things about volcanoes, guaranteed to make your jaw drop. You know, volcanoes aren't just on Earth. Mars has a volcano called Olympus Mons, which is 3 times taller than Mount Everest. It's truly the final boss of the universe. In Hawaii, the Kilauea volcano has been erupting almost continuously for 35 years. I think it's hosting the longest-running fireworks festival in history. Volcanic ash can travel thousands of kilometers. An eruption in Iceland closed airports in Europe for days. Can't fly? Don't blame the airline. Blame the volcano. Lava is so hot that it melts metal. It's truly the great furnace of the earth. Surely no one wants to cook on this stove. Volcanic ash is very light. But be careful, inhaling it is no different than inhaling a bag of cement. Don't mess with this magic dust dot. Many places even use volcanic ash to make cement and building materials. Who would have thought that nature is both a destroyer and a builder like this? Animals also have extremely intelligent adaptations. For example, some birds use the warmth of volcanoes to incubate their eggs. It's truly a 5-star hotel for baby birds. In active volcanic areas, people have even discovered bacteria that thrive in harsh conditions. They must be laughing at us. What is this? Try living like us. Once a guy in Hawaii poured coal into the lava flow to grill meat. I don't know what it tastes like, but I'm sure it's not for the faint-hearted. In Iceland, people organize tours into the interior of an extinct volcano. Not everyone has the guts to step into the belly of the monster. Many people even flock to erupting volcanoes to take wedding photos. The question is, do they want to kiss or are they racing against the lava flow? Volcanoes are just like us. Normally they are calm. But when they get angry, everything disappears. Who thinks they are like that? Raise your hand. Have you ever felt like you were an unemotional volcano? Just a little poke and you'll explode. But rest assured, you're nowhere near as powerful as a real volcano. Volcanoes remind us that nature is very powerful. Instead of just being afraid of it, learn to live with it and respect it. Imagine if we knew how to harness the power of volcanoes, like using the heat from lava to create electricity. The world would definitely save a lot of resources. What do you think if one day we could control volcanoes? Imagine a volcano eruption at a theme park. Would you dare to try it? If you could name a volcano, what would you choose? Comment below. Maybe we'll have a list of the funniest volcano names. Have you ever thought that every volcano is a master artist? Every time they erupt, they paint a unique picture. Only the material to paint is hot rocks and ash. Today, we will delve deeper into the story of volcanoes. Not only the destructive power, but also the endless source of inspiration. Are you ready? Hold on tight, because this is a hot and magical journey. You know, if volcanoes were a person, they would definitely be the most angry type in the world. Just a little touch and they would explode immediately. But imagine if volcanoes had real emotions. Every time they erupt, they would probably scream, "I can't take it anymore." And you, if you lived next to a volcano, every morning when you woke up, you would have to check to see if it was on war mode. Did you know that beautiful islands like Hawaii or Iceland are made of volcanoes? Nature is both destroying and building. Just like playing with giant Lego. The soil in volcanic areas is very fertile. So farmers often like to live near them. But think about it. Growing vegetables while watching volcanoes. It's really a stressful version of farming. Here's an interesting fact: volcanoes not only erupt lava, but can also erupt diamonds. But don't be too happy. These diamonds are deep underground. And it's definitely not easy to get. In Indonesia, a volcano even erupts blue sulfur gas at night, looking like a glowing gate to hell. It's both terrifying and strangely beautiful. Someone once said, if volcanoes could laugh, they would definitely laugh at those who dare build houses on their mouths. What a funny reminder. Volcanoes and humans have one thing in common: they both need time to distress. The difference is that a stressed volcano destroys the sky, while humans only destroy the keyboard. Have you ever felt like a volcano? Normally it's peaceful. But once it erupts, no one can stop it. Be careful with people like that. In some places, You can even skateboard on the slopes of an extinct volcano. It's truly a sport for the bravest people in the world. In Hawaii, there are cruises that go right next to lava flows into the sea. But I'm sure the captain is always prepared for the fastest turnaround. And in Iceland, you can go into an extinct volcano to explore. Don't worry, no one will give you a one-way ticket. They've checked it carefully. If you had to choose between living near a volcano or in a crowded city with traffic jams all day, which would you choose? Comment. I'm curious. If volcanoes could talk, what would be the first thing they would say to us? My guess is, I've had enough. Leave me alone. And if you had the superpower to control a volcano, what would you do? Build an amusement park or make giant pizzas out of lava? Volcanoes are not only a terrifying natural phenomenon, but also a testament to the power and creativity of the Earth. Through their eruptions, they teach us that nothing is forever, not even things that seem eternal. Fertile lands and picturesque islands are gifts from volcanoes. But to receive those gifts, we need to respect nature, not fight against it. Thank you for joining Review TV on this journey to discover this unexpected artist. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to leave a like. And if you find yourself as hot as a volcano, subscribe to the channel now. See you in the next video, where we will discover other surprises from nature. And remember, if you feel like you're about